Hello and welcome to the McKinney-Vento Homeless Assistance Act training video, School Collaboration with Community and Agency Partners. Students who experience housing insecurity and homelessness can face multiple challenges that interfere with learning at school. Compared to stably housed students, they are more likely to struggle with absenteeism and achievement. But with the right support, they can achieve at the same or higher rates than their housed peers. Community and agency partners are often the first line of support for students and families experiencing homelessness. Schools are also required to provide support for students and families experiencing homelessness. When community and agency partners work together with schools, students and families are more likely to receive all the support and services they need to achieve their goals. Together, we have the power to make a difference. The McKinney-Vento Homeless Assistance Act is a federal law that ensures that children and youth who are experiencing homelessness have equal access to education and receive support services. For schools, McKinney-Vento defines homeless children and youth as individuals who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. A fixed residence is one that is stationary, permanent, and not subject to change. A regular residence is one that is used on a normal, standard, and consistent basis. An adequate residence is one that is sufficient for meeting both the physical and psychological needs typically met in home environments. The definition of homelessness under McKinney-Vento for schools is more broad than the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development definition. For schools, homelessness includes living doubled up or sharing housing with other people due to loss of housing, economic hardship, or a similar reason, as well as living in motels, hotels, trailer parks, or campgrounds, living in emergency or transitional shelters, living in cars, parks, substandard housing, staying in a public or private place not designed for or ordinarily used as a regular sleeping accommodation, and living in a place without running water or heat or other unsafe or unhealthy conditions. Youth who meet the McKinney-Vento definition and are not in the custody of a parent or legal guardian are unaccompanied homeless youth. Many McKinney-Vento students face challenges that are not school-related, such as housing instability, food insecurity, lacking clean clothing, and lacking access to medical and dental care. These challenges can make learning at school difficult. To help remove barriers to education, each school district and charter school is required by law to have a homeless liaison. The liaison helps identify and support students who qualify under McKinney-Vento. The liaison's role is to ensure that the student is afforded appropriate educational rights and services under the McKinney-Vento Act. Liaisons are required to ensure that children and youth are identified by school personnel through outreach and coordination activities with other entities and agencies. Liaisons are also required to ensure that children, youth, and families experiencing homelessness receive referrals to healthcare, dental, mental health, substance abuse, housing, and other appropriate services. Schools must network with community and agency partners to ensure students and families receive support. Networks can include homeless shelters, housing support programs, social services, medical and dental clinics, community-based organizations, nonprofits, family resource centers, parent volunteers, private donors, local businesses, libraries, and other community and agency partners. Partnerships can be formal through contractual agreements or MOUs, or informal, depending on the nature of the partnership. Collaboration between schools and community and agency partners offer multiple benefits. Schools are well positioned to identify families in need of services because school staff are trained to identify students experiencing homelessness. Schools see students on a regular basis over a long period of time and can identify signs that a student and their family are struggling with housing insecurity. Schools help link families in need with community and agency partners who offer services. Community agencies and partners are well positioned to identify students experiencing homelessness because they are often the first place students and families disclose their housing status. Community agencies and partners have the experience, expertise, and capacity to provide services beyond what schools can offer. They can also help link families to school liaisons to ensure the student is afforded their educational rights under McKinney-Vento. By connecting, coordinating, and collaborating, schools and community and agency partners can create a more supportive and unified system for students and their families experiencing homelessness. Connect. Learn who your local school district liaisons and community agency partners are and introduce yourself. Attend local community and interagency meetings. Share information at meetings, exchange emails, and sign up for newsletters or follow partners on social media to stay informed. Whenever possible, share information, gather information, and build relationships. Coordinate. Work together on shared initiatives. For example, partners might serve together on planning committees, design and implement joint programs, or even apply for grants together. Combine resource fairs or other events that bring together multiple partners. Collaborate. Create referral systems, develop common training programs, and co-fund positions if possible, and ensure that all partners are working toward the same vision with the resources and capacity to truly make a difference. When schools and community and agency partners work together, we can provide comprehensive support to our students and families who are experiencing homelessness. We can break down barriers and build strong support systems. Together, we can address both academic and non-academic needs, ensuring that every child and youth has the opportunity to succeed. Together, we have the power to make a difference.